Hi, I'm Claire Tompkins, the Clutter Coach, and this is the Organize Your Life podcast. I am passionate about organizing because it makes my clients' lives so much easier, more relaxed, and with more time to spend the way they want to. In every podcast in the show, I'll lay out a simple organizing concept, and I'll tell you why it's important. I'll also include an action step at the end so you can start practicing right away. My specialty is chunking down this big topic so it's not overwhelming. That's the concept for this podcast, which is based on my first book, 52 Simple Ways to Get Organized. The book is available on my website and on Amazon. I work with clients in person in the Berkeley, California area and via email and Skype, so you don't have to be local to me. Visit the Hire tab on my website or email me at claire@cluttercoach.net. If you like the show, please rate it and review it. To do that, go to my website, cluttercoach.net, and scroll down for the show notes. Each show notes post has a link to leave a review in iTunes. I would so appreciate that. Okay, on to the podcast. This is podcast number 54, based on simple way number 45, which is called How to Drown Out Distractions. Some distractions in life are unavoidable, but many of them are not. We tend to think that distractions just come at us willy-nilly and we're helpless before them. But the truth is that we just aren't disciplined enough to filter them out. Distractions like jackhammering below your window are annoying, even more so because you don't have control over it, and you really just want it to go away. Distractions like Facebook and Instagram, though, we love, even though we know that they're taking us away from what we ought to be doing, and that we could control them if we had a little more willpower. Then there's a more subtle type of distraction caused by mental chatter. This kind of distraction can prevent you from getting things done, but happily, it can be circumvented pretty much the same way that jackhammering can. Well, maybe not jackhammering, but other slightly less noisy distractions. As any teenager knows, loud music helps you stay focused on your homework because it filters out all those noisy distractions. Taking your laptop to a cafe to work has the same effect. The noise and bustle all around you becomes a buffer that keeps you in the zone. You don't focus on any single noise. It all blends together and turns into white noise. The work of decluttering can also go faster with music. Put on some upbeat, happy music to get yourself motivated and in the mood to move. Wear headphones for a stronger effect, and the time will just fly by. Music gives your mind something to occupy it. Basically, you're distracting yourself with another distraction, the kind that allows you to get through your task. Music you enjoy boosts your energy and your confidence, and that in turn helps to disarm the fear and anxiety you might have about releasing things. Putting your attention on music rather than on your thoughts helps keep you grounded in the present moment. That's important because usually when we're worried about something, it's because we're either getting stuck in the past or we're future tripping. Alternatively, find a talk show to listen to while you declutter. When you're using mental energy to listen to someone talk, you will have less of it to use to agonize over what to keep and what to toss out, and that's a good thing. You'll be able to be more objective and speedier in your decision-making. Again, the more you can stay in the present and make judgments based on what's happening now, not what happened 5 years ago or what might happen next month, the better. If you're doing this kind of sorting that requires a bit more of your attention, try listening to classical music. It needs to be at the right tempo to keep you focused. Too fast will feel frenetic, and too slow will make you want to take a nap. I've recently found that minimalist music helps me stick with tasks like writing. I particularly like Philip Glass and Steve Reich. I've also noticed that listening to music without words works a lot better. When there are lyrics, my brain wants to listen to them, interpret them, to think about them. White noise or other natural sounds can also work for lessening distractions. My dad filtered out the sounds of New York City at night with white noise to help him sleep. I've often used the sound of waves or a gentle rain on a CD for the same reason. I think it's interesting that too much silence can be distracting. When there are very few noises, each one we hear seems much more jarring. So here's what you can do right now. Create a half-hour playlist for your next decluttering session. Or pick a time to declutter when your favorite podcast is on. Hey, thanks for listening. I'm Claire Tompkins, the Clutter Coach. If you like the show, I'd love it if you'd leave a rating and review in iTunes. You can subscribe too, so the podcast will be ready and waiting for you to listen to. You'll find the show notes on my blog at www.cluttercoach.net, and you can check out my store to find books I've written and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're a fan of the show, you can become a patron on patreon.com for as little as $1 a month. You can find my page by going to the Patreon website, that's Patreon, and searching on Clutter Coach. I'll still post the podcast free of charge, but I've got some cool rewards for folks who want to help me make the show even better. Come back next week for a new podcast.